Habemus Papam.
What would happen if the throne of the world's oldest religious institution were occupied by a blue anthropomorphic cat with the temperament of a schoolboy prone to chaos and creative improvisation? In this theoretical experiment, we delve into an absurd yet surprisingly logical scenario. Gumball Watterson becomes the Pope, if only for a day, but what a day it is. Imagine 2 millennia of tradition, golden relics, marble halls of the Vatican, and a 12-year-old blue cat in a tiara, wielding the papal staff like a lightsaber. This isn't just a clash of worlds. It's a cosmic explosion of realities, where the dogmas of faith meet the laws of cartoon physics, and ancient rituals are rewritten by a hand accustomed to doodling in the margins of school textbooks. The style of the amazing world of Gumball is a constant dialogue between logic and absurdity, where genre rules exist only to be broken. In this unique narrative space, the idea of Pope Gumball I is not just a joke. It's a powerful satire, a metaphor, and a philosophical parable all at once. It's a mirror reflecting not only the comedic nature of the situation, but also deep questions about the nature of power, tradition, and innovation. How could a blue cat from Elmore end up on the Holy See? Theoretically, this could only happen through a series of absurdly illogical events, characteristic of Gumball's universe. Let's imagine the Vatican, following the trend of digitalization, implements an ultra-modern artificial intelligence system to modernize church processes. The system, named Holy Algorithm, was supposed to analyze texts, optimize mass schedules, and, as an experiment, suggest candidates for various church positions. And so, due to a cosmic coincidence, or perhaps because Gumball accidentally spilled soda on the Vatican servers during a virtual tour in his computer class, the system outputs the name of the new pope, Gumball Watterson. The artificial intelligence, having analyzed millions of texts, concluded that this blue cat, with his chaotic energy and unconventional thinking, is the ideal candidate for updating the church in the 21st century. The cardinals are in shock, but rules are rules. Moreover, the system interpreted Gumball's blue color as a clear sign of divine blessing, blue being the color of the sky, the abode of God, and his surname, Watterson, as a reference to water, a symbol of baptism and purification. Computer logic is impeccable in its absurdity. The first day of Pope Gumball, the first pontificate, begins with complete misunderstanding of rituals and traditions. When the Camerlengo cardinal tries to explain the significance of the papal ring, Gumball is already trying on the tiara as an astronaut's helmet and wondering if the papal staff can be used for selfies. You know what? This thing is too heavy and old-fashioned, declares the newly elected pontiff, pointing to the traditional Pope-mobile. Let's replace it with something more epic. And within an hour, Vatican engineers, not quite understanding how, construct a giant golden skateboard with neon lighting and a built-in levitation system. Pope Gumball's theological reforms are even more revolutionary. He announces a new interpretation of fasting. Fasting is when you post pictures of your food on Instagram, not when you abstain from it. Latin masses are replaced with rap battles between priests, where they must recite Bible passages in Eminem's style. But most surprisingly, some of his ideas turn out to be unexpectedly effective. When Gumball suggests replacing boring sermons with interactive shows featuring special effects, church attendance among youth skyrockets by 500%. His initiative, Selfie with a Saint, where parishioners can take photos with holographic projections of saints, goes viral, and the hashtag #BlessMeGumball tops global trends. By noon of his pontificate, Gumball completely transforms the Vatican. The Sistine Chapel becomes a multimedia space where Michelangelo's frescoes come to life and interact with visitors. Monks and nuns receive new uniforms, colorful hoodies with the inscription, "Faith is cool," and glowing sneakers. A papal bull issued by Gumball, written with a marker on the back of a pizzeria menu, proclaims the creation of a new religion. Gumballism, where the main principles are creativity, kindness, and the ability to laugh at oneself. The symbol of the new faith becomes a blue cat with a Wi-Fi halo. Why should religion be so serious? Asks Pope Gumball in his first, and probably last, Urbi et Orbi address. Wouldn't God want us to have fun while making this world better? Let's replace sins with bugs and penance with system updates. The cardinals are horrified as ancient traditions are turned upside down. But strangely, many begin to notice that there is a grain of truth in Gumball's chaotic ideas. Perhaps the church truly needs renewal? Maybe a fresh perspective from a child, even in the form of a blue cat, can see what ossified minds overlook. By evening, the situation spirals out of control. Inspired by his power, Gumball decides to tweak the Bible using a chatbot. The result, Bible 2.0 Expanded Universe, includes new chapters where Noah uses his ark for intergalactic travel and Moses parts the waters using the power of memes. In the depths of the Vatican, the secret council of super-cardinals awakens, an ancient order existing since the 4th century to protect the church from heretical innovations. They activate Protocol Cat Expulsion, a system of exorcist robots programmed to eliminate unorthodox popes. An epic battle ensues in St. Peter's Square. Gumball, using his cartoon abilities, dodges holy water lasers and counterattacks with an army of believer bots he accidentally created when he connected his smartphone to the Vatican's main server. Amid the chaos, a glitchy holographic projection of Jesus appears in the sky, suspiciously resembling a mix of classical images of Christ and a video game character. "Bro, you've overdone it," says the hologram, flickering and glitching. "Updating faith is good, but you're trying to install all updates at once. The system can't handle it." Behind the absurd facade of this theoretical experiment lies a deep philosophical subtext. Gumball, with his childlike perception of the world and unconventional thinking, represents a metaphor for innovation clashing with tradition. His Pontificate is not just a comedy of situations, but a parable about how institutions resist change, even when such changes may be necessary. In the style of The Amazing World of Gumball, this story blends absurdity with insightful social critique. Just as in the episode, The Candidate, where the show parodies political elections through the chaotic process of choosing a class leader, the story of Pope Gumball explores religious institutions through the lens of childlike misunderstanding and creative reinterpretation. What if our most sacred traditions appear absurd from the perspective of an unbiased observer? What if we need such a chaotic catalyst as Gumball for renewal? These questions remain open, inviting the reader to reflect beyond the comedic scenario. In the finale of our theoretical experiment, Gumball realizes the limitations of his role. As in many episodes of the series, where chaos reaches its peak before a moment of insight, our blue hero understands that traditions and innovations must exist in balance. "Maybe I'm not the best pope in history," muses Gumball, looking at the sunset from the balcony of St. Peter's, "but I'm definitely the bluest." As his 24-hour pontificate comes to an end and the Vatican system reboots, Gumball returns to Elmore with a new understanding of the balance between tradition and innovation. And the Vatican? Well, the Vatican will never be the same. In the archives, there will remain a strange record of Pope Gumball I, and in the hearts of some cardinals, The memory of how a blue cat for one day showed them a different perspective on their millennia-old institution. And who knows, perhaps in a